if you are able, please stand. Her Excellency, the Honourable Dame Susan Glazebrook, the Administrator for the Government.
E nā mana, e nā reo, e nā iwi o nā hoe whā. Tēnei aku mihi mahana ki a koto. Nō mai haere mai rā ki te whare kāwana, ki ora tātou katoa. Distinguished guests, as you may know, our Governor-General, the Right Honourable Dame Cindy Kirrell, is representing New Zealand at the state funeral for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth in London. I am proud to serve as Administrator of the Government in Dame Cindy's absence. On behalf of the Governor-General, I warmly welcome you all to Government House for this very special investiture ceremony. I'd specifically like to acknowledge our kaumatua, Mr. Joe Harawira, and our kuia, Ms. Puiwahine Tibble. Today's recipients of royal honours are amongst the last to receive Her Majesty's approval, and it seems only fitting that you can be invested with your insignia this week. Today's ceremony celebrates and affirms qualities cherished in our communities, qualities Queen Elizabeth herself embodied throughout her life: selflessness, strength, and aroha. As we reflect on Queen Elizabeth's life of steadfast service, I invite you all to join with me in observing a moment's silence in honour of Her Majesty. Thank you. Ms. Catriona MacLeod will now summon the recipients and read their citations. And after each recipient is honoured, I invite you all to join with me in congratulating them in the normal way. Thank you.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Dame Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Dame Ruth Aitkin of Paeroa for services to netball. Dame Ruth Aitkin is an internationally acclaimed netball coach who was appointed an officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit in 2011, having coached the Silver Ferns from 2002 to 2011. Dame Ruth coached the Silver Ferns to win the 2003 World Netball Championship and the 2006 and 2010 Commonwealth Games. The team also won silver at the 2002 Commonwealth Games and the 2007 and 2011 World Netball Championships. She is the most capped Silver Ferns coach with 112 tests. She was Netball New Zealand Coaching Director from 2011 to 2013, leading initiatives to encourage increased participation at all levels of coaching. From 2013, she moved to Singapore and coached the national team to win the Asian Championships and Southeast Asian Games. She returned to New Zealand in 2016, taking up the role of Performance Manager of Netball Waikato Bay of Plenty Zone through to the end of 2019. She was a member of the International Netball Federation Coaching Advisory Panel from 2011 to 2014. She has been a member of the Sports Tribunal of New Zealand since 2017. In 2021, as well as receiving a service award from World Netball, Dame Ruth was made a life member of Netball New Zealand in recognition of her services to netball, promoting the game and inspiring a generation of young netballers. Dame Ruth Aitkin, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Companion of Queen's Service Order, Dr. Les Malloy of Lower Hutt for services to conservation and outdoor recreation. Dr. Les Malloy led New Zealand's first wilderness conference, drafted the first national wilderness policy, and was instrumental in advocating for wilderness areas to be identified and gazetted. He pioneered the use of the recreational opportunity spectrum for New Zealand's protected areas and advocated for ending the logging of native timber on Crown land. He played a key role in the addition of Olivine Wilderness Area of 83,000 hectares being added to Mount Aspiring National Park. He was Director of Advocacy for the Department of Conservation. He has been appointed to a range of government advisory groups. For more than 20 years, he travelled internationally, assessing areas for addition to UNESCO's World Heritage List. Dr. Malloy has published 7 books and 35 papers on natural history and landforms. Dr. Les Malloy, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mr. John Kirkpatrick of Hastings, for services to shearing sports. John Kirkpatrick is a shearer with 211 individual wins across more than 26 years and 50 venues. He holds 188 open class titles, including 22 international titles. He won the 2017 World Championship and 3 World Teams titles. He won the Golden Shears Open title in Masterton 4 times and the New Zealand Open Championship 3 times. He has been a New Zealand representative on multiple United Kingdom tours and 15 Trans-Tasman tests. He's co-holder of the world 4-stand 8 hours strong wool lambs record with the highest individual tally. He has been ranked the world #1 New Zealand Open class shearer 10 times. As a master shearer, Mr. Kirkpatrick has been a shearer's delegate to Golden Shears World Council and Shearing Sports New Zealand, and is also a shearing instructor. Mr. John Kirkpatrick, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mrs. Sandy Borland of Invercargill, for services to nursing and the Pacific community. Sandy Borland is a voluntary key leader for Miharo Murihiku Trust, an organisation focused on arts, culture, education and youth. She took charge of catering at large-scale events at the annual Murihiku Poly Festival and became a mentor for young people. She's Vice President and former President of Pacifica Invercargill. Through Pacifica, she led a drive to support Samoa through the measles outbreak in 2019. She helped establish a Pacific Health Clinic in Murihiku, which provides community health services in a culturally responsive manner. Mrs. Borland has been a member of several advisory boards and is part of the Pacific Island Case Management Team of Southern District Health Board. Mrs. Sandy Borland, please come forward. Mr. John Buchanan of Dunedin for services to music. John Buchanan conducted the Wanaka Singers and the Central Otago Regional Orchestra. He established and conducted the Central Otago Regional Choir. He's directed shows for the Wanaka community and the Alexandra Musical Society. He was musical director of the Dunstanza Choir of Dunstan High School from 2006. Under his direction, the senior girls won the Māori Performance Award at the 2017 Big Sing finale and a silver commendation at the International Music Festival in Sydney in 2018. He conducted the Roxburgh Pioneer Energy Brass Band from 2016, winning 2 consecutive New Zealand Championship awards. Mr. Buchanan is treasurer of the Otago branch of the New Zealand Choral Federation. Mr. John Buchanan, please come forward. Mrs. Anna Osborne of Dobson for services to the community and occupational health and safety. Anna Osborne is chair of the Stand with Pike Families Reference Group, FRG, formed following the Pike River mine tragedy in 2010 by the families representing the majority of the 29 miners who lost their lives. She jointly led the request that political parties sign a commitment to safely re-enter, fully recover, make safe, and comprehensively investigate the Pike River mine drift. Te Kahui Whakamana Rua Te Kao Maiwa Pike River Recovery Agency was established in 2018 with a mandate to recover the drift and later entered into a partnership agreement with FRG. More broadly, Mrs. Osborne has campaigned for improved health and safety protections for New Zealand workers. Mrs. Anna Osborne, please come forward. Ms. Sonja Rockhouse of Christchurch for services to the community and occupational health and safety. Ms. Sonja Rockhouse is a founding member of the Stand with Pike River Families Reference Group, FRG, formed following the Pike River mine tragedy in 2010 by the families representing the majority of the 29 miners who lost their lives. She jointly led the request that political parties sign a commitment to safely re-enter, fully recover, make safe, and comprehensively investigate the Pike River mine drift. Te Kahui Whakamana Rua Te Kao Maiwa Pike River Recovery Agency was established in 2018 with a mandate to recover the drift and later entered into a partnership agreement with the FRG. Ms. Rockhouse has campaigned for improved health and safety protections for New Zealand workers. Ms. Sonja Rockhouse, please come forward. Ms. Gayleen Te Rana of Wellington for Services to Māori and Disabled People. Ms. Gayleen Te Rana is Vice President of Ngāti Kapo Aotearoa, New Zealand's only national tangata kapo Māori, Māori blind, low vision and deaf blind, and tangata whaikaha Māori, disabled Māori-led organisation. Previously, she represented the organisation on the Coalition of Disabled People's Organisations, including as meeting chair, and has been involved in decision-making on government policy and practices. She has held administrative roles with the New Zealand Childcare Association, New Zealand Educational Institute, Te Rio Roa, Te Taura Whiri, I Te Reo Māori, and Whānau Care Services with Capital and Coast District Health Board. Ms. Te Rana has helped establish a young blind adults group. Ms. Gayleen Te Rana, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the Queen's Service Medal, Miss Anita Prime of Whitianga for services to youth and the community. Anita Prime is a singer, songwriter, and CEO of Prime Music Academy. She helped establish Team Extreme in Palmerston North to provide life skills through peer education. Miss Prime volunteered in the Highbury district, helping feed the poor and working with troubled youth, and continues to support this community through Palmerston North's Legacy Centre. She organised a free Sunday meal at the Avalon Nainai area that regularly served 100 people every fortnight. She established a community gospel choir and a bi-weekly youth club in Whitianga. Miss Prime provides free singing lessons for underprivileged children and sponsors children with musical potential. Miss Anita Prime, please come forward. Mr. Michael Scrivener of Wellington for services to ethnic communities and refugees. Michael Scrivener has been a long-standing member of the Hutt Multicultural Council, including time as Secretary and Vice President. He helps organise several annual events with the Council. He helped establish the Upper Hutt Multicultural Council and was Secretary of the Seniors Council of the New Zealand Federation of Multicultural Councils. He's been involved with his local Anglican church. He is a community van driver taking disabled people to church services and events. He distributes donated household items to refugees settling in New Zealand. Mr. Scrivener is Wellington representative for Shoes for Planet Earth, collecting and distributing second-hand shoes. Mr. Michael Scrivener, please come forward. Your Excellency, the investiture has concluded.
And my warm congratulations again to all of the recipients. New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manaakitanga, and the pursuit of excellence. To our recipients, it has been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities to improve the lives of your fellow New Zealanders. Martin Luther King spoke about the importance of such service when he said, "Not everyone can be famous, but everyone can be great. Because greatness is defined by service. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love." And that quote epitomises everybody who's here today. I urge the recipients to wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing that by doing so you inspire others by your example. On behalf of the King of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements and thank you once again for your service to our country. And I'd also like to acknowledge all of the family and friends who are here today. This is your day as well. You have been a major support to all of the recipients, and I and New Zealand thank you for that. Kia ora, hui hui tātou katoa. You will see on the back of your program the words to the national anthem in Te Reo Māori and English. I now invite you to stand and join with me in singing